Hi, I'm Ryan, and I came to Japan in 1996. On my channel, I'm going to bring you along on some adventures that I go through, but in my viewpoint as American living in Japan. Some of the strange customs, some of the strange items I've seen, especially the food. Along with my wife and my 3 dogs, Bobby, Lily, and Lucy, we're going to go on adventures that most of you probably have never seen in my 2006 Toyota Alphard. Let's get on the road. Good morning, everybody. This is the start of our Yamagata trip, and we were going to actually make a stop. Just back up. Let's start from the beginning here. We actually going to sleep at our house, and then head out in early morning hours. We decided we always stay awake because we're busy packing and stuff. So we decided to get on the road. We drove 3 hours. We were going to go to a different rest stop area that has a dog run. But it was getting later and later. We wouldn't have arrived there till about 1 in the morning. So we found another service station called Sano above Saitama, and we thought, wait, this is great. It's got everything you needed. But it was an impromptu car show, and I don't mean like 10 cars. I mean hundreds of these like low-riding cars, like classic cars and stuff too. So we knew it's going to be pretty noisy all night long at that place because they already had like 10 police officers stationed there just trying to keep things in order. So it was not going to be good. So we drove on to the next one, and the next one right after that one is this place called Tsuga, Nishikata. Very, very small just because there's a parking area, but at least it has toilets 24 hours, has garbage. Very small parking, as you can see, just this one lane only. So you'd have cars coming. We arrived probably 11:30ish at night, got everything done at midnight, and then we tried to use our air conditioning, that small air conditioning unit, and for me, I think it's fine. My wife, no, she likes it really, really cold. In fact, when I got up and left to go to the bathroom, went back in the car again, thought it was a refrigerator. I swear to God, it was crazy. But anyways, it's about 5:30ish. We got to get on the road. We got another probably 3.5, 4 hours to meet up with our friends. So I'm just trying to get Lucy to go pee. But anyways, service area says stop here just to, get some sleep if you want. Okay, let's get on the road, guys. Let's do it. I'm really tired. Well, we're here at the Nasu service area station. We stayed last night. It's a madhouse, especially on the weekends. And this is a holiday for the Obon season, so you can just see the lines and stuff too. They sell everything, but sometimes I get sick of it because they seem to be selling all the same things. Probably just with different branding name for the location. For me, it doesn't go for it, but this country, the omiyage souvenirs are so popular. Take a look at it. It's super busy, but it's always going to be that way in the holidays. So hey, what can you say? I always drop my lemon milk. I know she's gonna drink like 2 drinks of it and say no thank you, and I'll be drinking the whole thing. No. That little biking drink, it's kind of like that. I don't know. Let's see her reaction.
I don't need it.
See, she doesn't need it. I told you. Now I gotta drink both of these.
I don't need it.
But I got strawberry Jersey. I don't need it. You gotta get these rice balls, but they're like rice triangles. This is kombu, type of seaweed. Sweet taste, I like it. Easy, goes down. Not filling, but that's fine. Let's get on the road. We're driving in. Fun, passing through these small little cities and stuff too. And you see all these like, there's Albuda right there. Yeah, that has a lot of advertisements. It's really fun going through these little cities and stuff. You get to see what they have for restaurants and things. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Our first stop is atop Mount Zao, to a crater called Okama. Okama is the meaning of a kind of a rice cooker bowl. It gets this kind of shape because of its indent. It is 27 meters deep, and the circumference is over 1 kilometer. There's access from buses to trains
You can find that anywhere on the website, but it's such an amazing place. Let's take a
So
look at
amazing.
it. Let's get on the
This
way.
is crazy, this crater. I mean, you can see how much volcanic activity actually happened here. Jeez, take a look. Well, I wish I would have got footage, but we met up with some friends from Niigata. They're camera shy, but you might remember their dog from some of our videos from Niigata, Asahi-kun. He's more like a bear than a dog, but they're lovely friends. But we're going to meet up with them there at the crater. We're going to head down, get some lunch, and then we got to go shopping because we got to make it to a parking area. The city is extremely hot in that area in the summertime. Well, going to boil yourself. We're going to have dinner, get to an onsen, have a wonderful time, and get off towards the coast and to experience some of the areas there, and also a place to sleep. Because eventually we're going to meet up with our dentist friends. But let's get on the road. We got to go shopping and then get down to the parking area and then off to the onsens. It's a very beautiful area. Let's get on the road and let's see where we go. Good morning, everybody. This time we actually had kind of a good night's sleep. We're staying at the Tendon Onsen roadside station. Now, don't let it fool. It's not an onsen. They only have a foot onsen only. But just down the street, there's the onsen lane. That was really cool. We showed it. It was yesterday's walkthrough. Very nice. Lots of onsens there. And there's a public bath that was only like 350 yen and no extra charges. They have shampoo and body soap, but you got to bring your own towels and stuff too. So anyways, we're going to get off today on our day. This is our second day. We're actually going to go find a campground so we can park the trailer because it's really hard to pull up the mountains. But anything towards Fukushima is going to be rainy day. So we're going to try to head more deeper into Yamagata. That way we can get away from the weather. It is hot here, but we're gonna have some fun. This place is really great because there's a Starbucks, there's a Max Value across the street, right across the street, so you can get anything you need. If you need to just where to go shopping, just come here, walk across the street, get your beers, get everything you need. Get Starbucks in the morning if you want to. It's a great place. Fill up your water. They have garbage for everything. It's great. Anyways, we're gonna get on the road, okay? See you guys. So interesting, you know, you get through these little areas, spot areas, and it opens up as little countrysides with the rice fields, and then the trees are like mountainous. It's kind of like this weird configuration of like mountain life and then like Japanese rice thing. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's really cool. I don't know if it's this road. We don't know if it's this road for sure, but there's a place called Okuno Hosobichi, which is it's a road area that was walked by a famous poet back in 1700, the early 1700s, the beginning of 1700s is when he published it, a book. His name was, I think, Basho was his last name. Matsuo Basho was the one who published it and walked this road in the Edo period. You know, I guess at that time it'd probably be pretty dangerous to do it, but I guess this is probably the area that he walked through, and so many people try to like do the same voyage or something like that too. But anyways, it's a little bit of history right there. Started walking up there to the forest area, and we realized that it's actually a small road. It's quite a ways up there, so I'm gonna back up the car, and then we're gonna drive over to the parking lot is, and then hike up the trees and stuff too. So much easier way to do it. So backtrack, get the car. Smart idea. a good reason why we got the car. Big
Be
difference.
careful, it's very off-road.
Oh yeah.
So off-road.
Probably fall or spring would be fine if it's not too hot, but no way. Another 1.6 kilometers after what we've gotten so far. But it's so beautiful. Take a look. Just look. Woohoo!
Well, this is Genso no Mori, the fantasy forest. There's rumors to have it that the seeds were planted because they were like genetically inferior seeds and they form these really radical trees and stuff too. Don't know what it's about. I think just nature causes these trees to grow the way they are. But it is actually a really famous place that commercials and even movies have been filmed at this location. It is truly weird to walk in there. The camera doesn't do justice, but the trees are extremely weird and awkward and massive in size. Definitely hit there if you're traveling through the location. It's a wonder beyond belief. Well, we have to get on our way. Even though it's early in the day, we have to go find a place to stay, and that can take some time in Japan. Some places you can stay, some places you can't. And since we're traveling with dogs, as well as our friend's trailer, we need to find something that'll meet our needs. So we're gonna get on the road, see if we can find a place. It's not as easy as it seems. Right now in the summertime, it is extremely hot. The camera does not do this justice. So let's go find out if we can stay at this place and get on the road.
Happy face. It's a smiley face right there.
What the heck?
I guess the mountains are even happy. In Japan, the roads get really, really small, and we just had some warnings that the cars can't go through, big cars. So our friend has a trailer, and we don't know if we can go through. So I'm gonna go first, I think. They waited back there, but I'm gonna try to go through and see if we can get through.
Wake
Here
up,
we
living
go.
on rising
Yeah.
sun.
Step
Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought.
These are pretty good. Hampen? It's like a fish cake with cheese in it and fried and stuff too. I love it. We got some other stuff. It's just too hot. There's no place to sit down. It's lunch time. We came at a bad time. We got some food, a little market area, selling a bunch of little stuff. So we're gonna pick something up, and then we're actually gonna go to a different roadside station because this is not a very good place to stay the night, we think. On the way there, if we see a beach, we're gonna probably stop and probably cool down or something. So anyways, let's eat.
Easy, yo. I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts.
This seems fun, but what happened was Akiko actually stepped on a piece of glass in the ocean and cut her foot pretty bad. So she had to go back to the van, and since the temperature is well above 40 degrees Celsius, it was death. And so the next 6 hours were just us washing dogs off, getting things done, and then even trying to cool the dogs off because they got too hot, causing one of my dogs to vomit continuously because she was trying to get water and drinking salt water. So this is a complete nightmare. The problem with me is when I see problems, I actually shut the camera off. I have to deal with the problems. I know as a YouTuber and people you want to see is the problems that arise. And I know I need to shoot these videos to show people what problems happen. But for some reason, I always shut the camera off to deal with the problems. But we did cool down, we did stay there, there was some event going on, and some people got really mad at us actually, because I kept having to get cold water, filling up my bottles. We actually filled up like 30 liters of cold water to wash off the dogs and to cool things down and stuff too while Akiko mend her foot. But it was epic beyond belief. It was something that I really should have shot just to show people what problems we go through, and I didn't do that, but it was really great. We ended up heading off to this place. Let's see what happens. The end of the night was fantastic. Let's get over there and see what happens.
Well, we showed up at the final Michi-no-eki. We'll stay here tonight. We made it just in time for the sunset, so we're gonna have the sunset view. We're gonna do kind of a barbecue without the fire. I think that's okay. With the fire, you can't really do that in the roadside stations in Japan. But since we're gonna use IH cookers, the little thing against the law. It's not against the law, you know. So we got some beers, got some stuff to eat. Watch the sunset, and just kind of have a good night. And we got, you know, another day tomorrow. So we have 2 more days, basically. The last day, though, who knows? We're going to try to leave by 3 or 4-ish or something, make it back by 10, 11. I did get sunburned. We were in the ocean today, had a good time. Akko did cut her foot, so she had to give up on that. So anyways, we're going to have a good night, relax, even though it's still 34 degrees Celsius. That's somewhere near 94, 93 degrees, I think, with the humidity at like something like 75, 80%. So, you know, but still, we're gonna enjoy the night. Okay. I think we didn't get a kampai, but hey, anyways, having beers, cooking some meat, got some stuff here, got some friends here, picnic down here, dogs here, lights up there. Good to go. Stop, get some breakfast. Really wasn't anything open at the time we're leaving. We got to get on the road, so nothing open at the roadside station yet. So we're just at a convenience store, get like a little rice ball, you know, something very light, so we can have a good lunch. Stuff too. So hey,
yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, have a taste. All the
here, throw it away. Yeah, carry garbage anywhere.
I really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
Storage place. It's been going for 130 years, and there was 12 of them built, but only 9 of them are still in use. 3 of them have been converted over. We wanted to spend time walking around here, but it is not pet friendly. We've already been told not to come here, and the store hasn't even opened up yet. Just even walking the dogs, we're getting nasty looks at it. So you got dogs, you got pets, don't come here, okay? You're not welcomed at all. That's sad for me, because it looks like a really interesting place. Let's get on the road again.
As you fade away.
Vending machines. And now, they're touch screens. Even better at half size, okay? Now you give a ticket to the person. Good to go, okay? So this is a prime example about how you got to check what days places close. It's called TechUB, I think it's called TechUB. And this is one of them, the gas station that we're actually planning on going there to get gas, because we're carrying a lot of items in our car, so it takes a lot more gas, especially our friends with the trailer, pulling that trailer with everything in it. They're getting very, very bad gas mileage. So we planned on coming to this ramen place for morning ramen and get gas at the same time, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And they're closed. So always check what days they're open and closed on it, because every city is different. Our city, like I said before, near our city, Wednesdays is very popular being closed. The other place down south from our city, Mondays are closed.
gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take
Up here at Tasan Ski Resort. We're going to meet our friends. Yuki, Peter, and Pono is coming up here about 4 o'clock or so. And since we're nowhere near a supermarket, we already went shopping. We already bought the stuff we needed. Now we're just going on a little hike with the dogs, our friends, and the mountains. Well, it's our last day here. We just finished. We just left the place, the parking area. It's a good place, I guess. Right now it's peak season, so they're charging 1,000 yen. It's kind of more of a donation, not really a parking fee, and I kind of get that. But it is kind of a cool place. He did come back around and say, well, you might have to pay again, even though he said that the next day we can leave in the morning. But in the parking area, you can walk up to the ski lift area. You don't need to actually take the ski lift to go the hiking path. You can actually go around it if you want to, but it seems like you can go one way, 600 yen or so. Here's the prices right here. You can go up and then hike around the different kind of peaks, and it looks pretty decent. Like you could do a half a day and get some hiking done, and then come back, to the parking area. It just has toilets, but at least it has cold water coming out. You can fill up your water tanks. Overall, I'd say it's okay place to go. Toilets there are open 24 hours. They're pretty clean toilets too, and there's a dressing room and everything. So hey, we're gonna get on our way. We're gonna go to Murakami to see the fish stuff, and it's gonna be cool. So we'll see you. Let's get on the road.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack.
We're in Obon in Japan, and that's kind of, Obon is about the past relatives, like their spirits coming back to the house and visiting and saying hi. During that time, there's lots of little festivals to kind of like promote that kind of well-being and stuff. And we just happened to come along one just now. Take a look at this, it's pretty cool. So it is really something good to see. You can see it has that little thing that goes over there running through the stores, each of the areas, and kind of wishing them good luck and for business and stuff. So it's pretty fascinating. So yeah, I think really cool to be living in Japan and seeing this stuff, this culture, this heritage. I'm at a place called Kikkawa. Kikkawa is like the family tradition. I think the son is now taken over, but Murakami is famous for the salmon, but it wasn't the case. 200, 300 years ago, most of the salmon was depleted, and people didn't realize that salmon had to come back to the river to spawn. The history is very fascinating. I'll put a link up there, but basically one of this guy, and I think his name's also kind of suggested to the town that they stop for a little while, not fishing, clean up the river, make a spot that's for the salmon to spawn. It was a big risk that he took to convince the town to do this. And then since then, the salmon rebounded, and then everything kind of kicked into place. This salmon area, Murakami, became famous now for fish. And this Kikkawa is, I think the father or the grandfather kind of tried to bring back this the salmon thing, because after World War II, Japan really actually was trying to go towards Western culture, not so much to the old traditional styles. And so this shop's original owner, founder, was trying to promote back to salmon, back to eating the way traditionally it was done. It's really fascinating. And this town is very interesting to be in. Definitely get a chance to come here, take a look at it. I'll put a link to the more history. but it's pretty fascinating. There's lots of stuff to buy here. The smell of the dried salmon is really, really cool smell. Anyways, we're gonna get back on the road. We're gonna try to find some food first. But anyways, definitely come here. It's really fascinating. This is pretty interesting. Take a look at that. I don't know. Pretty cool. Actually, the city is pretty cool.
What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
I think it's probably the first time I've ever had this. Very good. There's the word don on it, which means put on rice. So nikudon is like meat on the rice. This would be shake don. Because it's got shake as a salmon. Pretty good though. It's really, really good. It could be. This is a tomato dessert. I mean, theoretically, tomatoes are fruitless, so it's a good try. I think I've had it before, but I can't remember. Very sweet. Interesting, very interesting. I haven't had it before, and I did like it, and this is pretty good for dessert. Just taking the dogs for a walk, then we'll head back. If there's any other videos, I'll just attach at the end, but you know, like service areas, got to stop there, get some drinks, take a rest. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. This little park is by the fish restaurant we had. It was really good fish. So hey, there's a dragonflies went by. So we can walk the dogs and head on our way. Keep watching. Just little, you know, footage of stuff, some random leftover stuff. Put in there, okay? Thank you guys.